Welcome to another video, in which I quickly want to talk about Crystalline Conflict and why you should absolutely give it a try now. On Tuesday the new season started and many players were participating in the ranked version, especially as the queue did pop up quickly. Yes, even early in the morning there was quite an active participation of players. I mean, the higher ranks you climb, the harder it might become to find matching parties, but I do believe that now is the time to push, to enjoy and to grind down some wolf marks, trophy crystals, your series rank which needs to be completed before the start of the next season, and of course some Elagan tombstones for your weekly cap or just those required for the Mandeville relic weapons. Above that, maybe it's time for celebrating the 1-year anniversary of Crystalline Conflict, which had been released nearly a year ago, and though it lacks some quality features like rewards that really keep you playing ranked or reaching higher ranks for more than just portrait frames, and especially lack of any team queue format, but I'm still hoping to see those features coming in the future. But even without that, it is one of the most brave moves Square Enix ever made, and which heavily shifted from the usual formula and content. Yes, there's Island Sanctuary and stuff like that as well, but I really want to battle mine enemies, and I guess I'm not alone with this. But enough talk, which jobs would I actually recommend playing or getting started into PvP? Definitely all tanks are very powerful and rewarding, just that Gunbreaker and Dark Knight feel a bit more technical and complex, so stick with Paladin and Warrior for an easy starting experience, with Paladin ranging more into the defensive department and Warrior being more the aggressive starter. That still offers tons of utility and crowd control. For caster enjoyers, Red Mage and Summoner are very beginner friendly, while Summoner is more concerned with attacking out of the safe distance, while Red Mage copies some essentials of its playstyle into PvP as well, zooming back and forth with quick attacks that feel way faster in PvP than they do in PvE. But of course, Summoner is also taking a risk from time to time, dropping into close combat to finish off its enemies. Black Mage on the other hand is the Technician again, very hard to master but very rewarding. But it might be the most powerful of all of them right now and has lots of crowd control spells to free up time and space for your party and set kills on your enemies. On the ranged physicals, all of them are quite enjoyable, but I prefer Machinist and Bard as the Dancer's limit break is just not enjoyable for me. On the other hand, you don't have any cast time on your GCDs and very powerful team utility if your team is able to utilize your potential. Bard has solid kill potential and the silence shot is one of the most powerful finishers, especially combined with your OGCD attacks rotating on the right stance. And last but not least, Machinist literally becomes a sniper in PvP, and I love one-shotting people with a limit break, especially with an amplified drill before that, where you can easily guarantee a finishing shot into the bullseye. Melee jobs, go for Dragoon guys, just give it a try. The playstyle might be the fastest I ever experienced, not even in Final Fantasy alone, but it rivals the quick feel of Demon Hunters in World of Warcraft, and this game really has the much faster engine, so a phenomenal job from Square Enix for still pulling it off with the Dragoon. Which doesn't mean the others are not amazing too. Ninja has a very unique assassin style combat system with stealth attacks and one of the most badass limit breaks that can kill targets instantly when they have already dropped below 50% HP and even continue the killing spree on other targets. Samurai on the other hand is very tanky and can deflect harsh situations for your team with its limit break by strictly killing anyone that attacks it. Monk then is considered to be the target controller and punisher. If you're a Black Mage and a good Monk is on the enemy team, good luck my friend. But even as Dragoon, they can easily beat me in 1v1 combat and serve their team very nicely. On the healers, I absolutely recommend testing out White Mage, especially if you want a very nice control over the match as well as damage output that easily competes with those of other DPS jobs. Strojan is the best defensive healer and has a very powerful limit break to heavily amplify your team's survival rate. Sage and Scholar somehow fit in between those two aspects with different elements. Scholar more on the defensive side, Sage more into the DPS territory, but both very useful and fun to play as well. So that means just give it a try, enjoy one of the best forms of content this game has to offer right now, and if you're really concerned about how each job performs, stick around for my PvP tier list coming very soon. Until next time, stay safe, stay healthy, and keep loving Final Fantasy.